What's going on, guys? It's your boy Chili here, bringing you another Lego set review. This time we are doing, I couldn't really fit the whole box in frame, but we are doing the Infinity Saga Thor's hammer, or Mjolnir. Mjolnir. I don't know why I said Nor. Mjolnir. It is in the 18 plus category. It is 76209 set number with 979 pieces, retailing about $100. Well, $99.99, so $100. It does come in the 18 plus style box art, so you have like the all black box showing off. Trying to figure out how I can do this. Showing off Mjolnir here on the base. It is all black. Has like a little bit of lightning around the hammer. You do have You do have the Marvel Studios, the Infinity Saga Thor's hammer like logo here. And on the other bottom of the box, you have Lego and Marvel logos. On the side of the box, it gives you the set number and a different name. Components are made and tells you not to choke on the pieces, along with more of that blue artwork. On the bottom of the box, you are going to get that this is a 2022 set, and there's your lego.com/Marvel Superheroes and your barcode. On the other side of the box, you kind of get this little signal, or not signal, this little I can't think of the word I want to use. Insignia, there we go. That's sometimes found on Thor's hammer. You do get the Lego Marvel. As you can see, this box, I got it from a Target. It does have a lot of box damage. They had 2 left. I bought one for me and I got one for my buddy. So you can see there's a whole bend that runs all the way across here. There's some whiting all the way up this side of the box. But getting back to the box itself, here's the back of the box. It is going to tell you the dimensions of the hammer. So with the base and the hammer, it is 11.6 inches wide. And it had 29.7 centimeters if you're, from a country that doesn't do imperial. You got your metric. And then you got 46.2 centimeters tall, or 18.1 inches. You got this cool little movie scene here. It does show you there's a little hidden compartment. And then it comes with a Thor minifigure from, I think, the first movie. I believe he's from the first movie. And you get your Tesseract, your fake Infinity Gauntlet, and the Eternal Flame. And then it shows another view of Thor's hammer with lightning all around it. And Marvel logo on this side with the Lego logo on this side. But anyway, I am going to cut this box open and get into this. So let's see, what's the easiest way? Oh, I guess I forgot to show the top of the box. You have the Thor's hammer just on top. It does have tape, so you got to cut the tape. It has your little, where you can reseal the box. Lego logo, Marvel logo, and the actual size of that little piece there. But now that I've shown off all sides of the box, let's cut into this thing. So, the unboxing experience for Thor's hammer. There's your completely full box, pretty much. I mean, it does have some heft to this box as well. Like, it's not light by any means. And instead of counting the bags, if I can get to the instructions. Oh, this is another, I don't know if this is a thing with all 18 plus sets, because I've only gotten it in one. But you get your instructions, and if there's a sticker sheet in here, which I don't, there might be. I think there is one sticker for this set for the display. But you get this little instruction booklet like holder that has tape on it. It also is supposed to help keep your stickers and stuff good, but the last time, if y'all watched my space shuttle video, I believe I talked in there about how my sticker sheet came completely bent. I actually showed it on camera. All right, is that all that's in there? Because I didn't fill any stickers. Is that actually a printed piece? I thought it was a sticker, but it looks like it might be a printed piece. But you have your all black instruction manual with the Infinity Saga logo down there and a nice picture of Thor's hammer, like from the front of the box. You got your QR code, and opening it up, it Looks like it actually has like some information on information on it, where like a part of a build there with the actual build there, and y'all can pause that and read it. Now, here is the second page showing more information and some movie scenes. Let y'all pause that and read it too. And it looks like it comes with only 5 bags. There is no way there's more than 5 bags on this table, but yeah, it looks like it's one of those deals where you've got like 1 or 2 1s, 1 or 2 2s, couple of 3. Like I see 2 3s, and then maybe a couple of 4 bags, and then a couple of 5 bags. Because I mean, this whole table is like covered in bags right now. Like there's more than 5 bags. And you start on page 5 with the build of the actual like interior part of the hammer, and it ends on page, I don't think there's, well, you got your inventory sheet here. I don't think there's anything in the back for advertisements. I can feedback and win. It ends on page 116 with probably putting the hammer on the base, but I count the last piece you actually put in. I guess that is a printed piece. Go Lego Marvel. Like, come on, Lego Star Wars. Like, why would I buy a $600-700 set and not get a printed piece when you can print the hammer one? Like, I don't know. But it ends on page instruction number 171 on page 115. So it's actually not as long, but it is only like 900 something pieces. But yeah, guys, I'm going to get into this and I'll see you when I'm done. Hey guys, I am back and I have obviously finished the Mjolnir from the, I think this is supposed to be more from the first Thor movie, because, you know, the Thor Ragnarok, it gets destroyed, and Thor Dark Side of the World is, I think it's called Dark Side of the World. It wasn't not a very popular movie to begin with, but the Thor here, I believe he's in his outfit from the first movie. And then this is from Thor Ragnarok, I believe. I don't remember if you see this in the first movie or not either, but I believe Hela knocks the fake gauntlet over in Thor Ragnarok when she's going through the vault. And of course you got your Eternal Flame and your Tesseract, which the Eternal Flame is from Thor Ragnarok. That's how they start Ragnarok. And the Tesseract can be from, you know, any movie, from Captain America to Avengers to any of the Thor movies, pretty much. So yeah, I say it's the first movie, but it could be from a combination of movies. And honestly, really cool looking build. Like, I could not believe, I guess, how big it looks. Like, even when you read like the dimensions, you're like, oh, 18 inches tall. That's not very tall. I think it's 18.1 or something like that inches tall, or 18.5, one of those. And I'm just like, that's not very big. And then I get it out and I start building it, and I'm like, holy crap. Like, you first start on this handle here, building like the inside. I'm like, it's getting like this long, barely fitting on my table. And I'm like, oh my God, this thing is huge. But let's get into this minifigure first, and I'm going to do this little secondary build, and then we'll actually get into Mjolnir. So let's go ahead and get into this Thor. Now, I do like this Thor. I gave him like the lightning eyes on him for this because, let me see if I zoom in what it does. There we go. I did like the lightning eyes on this just because, you know, you can see kind of down here. It's got like the little, if you see kind of where my finger is, there, you know, it's got some of the little translucent blue for the lightning that's coming out of Mjolnir when it's on the ground. So I gave him his lightning eyes. I just thought that looked cool. His chest piece is really cool looking. He's got these gunmetal gray arms instead of like black to match his suit or anything like that. He does have the soft cape on, and I don't know why they're getting away from this on some sets, but then on the Marvel sets, they give them these soft capes. Like, even on the Goat Boat, they had the soft capes. But if you get the newer Star Wars sets, they have the old school, like what I had back when I was a little kid. But he looks awesome though with that, with those like lightning eyes. They just look absolutely amazing. He's got a nice little hairpiece, like some gray coming in his beard there, and some on the other side. Like, he looks amazing. And of course, Mjolnir here is his weapon of choice. Well, at least for, you know, this set. And then moving on to the back, if you lift it up, he does have some pretty good back print. Like, I mean, his whole back is covered, even though it's covered by this cape. And if you take off his head, he is going to have his standard, you know, Thor face instead of, you know, lightning bolt eyes. So, really cool minifigure. Like, I'm glad this was, as far as I'm aware, this is an exclusive to just this set. Like, we've never gotten this particular Thor in any other set, but I could always be wrong. You are more than happy to, or more than willing or able, however you want to say it, to correct me in the comments if I am wrong, because again, I'm just getting back into Lego. I don't know a lot about like the old, like the, I'd say like 20, like 10 and up sets. I don't know a lot about them, so if I'm wrong about him being in another set, you can always correct me. I'm totally fine with that. The more knowledge I have, the better videos I can put out. Now, moving on to the secondary build. I think I'm going to try to pop this on here too. Boom. That kind of works. Now, with the secondary build, it's a simple build. Like, you can tell, just a few little pieces, nothing like spectacular. Now, you do get, with the Infinity Gauntlet, these little rings here that have 4 on each. And so you're going to have 3 extra Infinity Stones for each stone left over. But obviously, it looks really cool, like, to have just the Infinity Gauntlet on it. The Tesseract looks nice. I think it's supposed to be like a square head, like one of those Minecraft heads, but in translucent blue. And then you've got the Eternal Flame here, just a simple little flame design, but it works. It looks really good. And then it's just on this gray little, like, base plate. But yeah, all in all, and if you take the Infinity Gauntlet off, it has 2 little translucent blue studs that hold it on. But all in all, a simple but nice little build. It does have a little secret function that I mentioned in the first half with when it comes to the comes to Mjolnir, where you can kind of open up the side and put this in to like simulate Odin's Volt. But still, really cool build. Nothing wrong with that at all. Really nice build. Now, zooming back out here, you can see you've got Mjolnir. Now, I am going to set Mjolnir aside first and actually kind of do this in a different order than I've seen other people do it, because I want to talk about this this stand here. Now, it does have a printed, not a sticker, little display display plaque. And it's like, come on, Lego. This is $100 set. There is $800 sets that don't come with a printed display plaque. Like, why can't we get any printed display plaque? Like, if you're going to have stickers on the set, fine. But the display plaque, if you can do it in other things, if you can do it in this, if you can do it on the International Space Station, there's a couple other ones I believe that I might have already, or maybe I don't. I don't remember. That come with a printed display plaque. If you can do that on those and this one, you can do it on an $800 set. You're just, at this point, I feel like you're just saying screw somebody for paying $800 and not giving them a printed display plaque. Now, it does have the Infinity Saga logo on it. It is part of the Infinity Saga. And then, of course, you got Mjolnir written out. But this thing is probably, in my opinion, the weakest part of the build. I kind of wish they would have done more with that translucent blue to make it look more like, you know, lightning coming off, instead of just putting it kind of like randomly around. And it doesn't really, like, to me, it doesn't fit. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but it just, to me, does not fit that translucent blue. It looks really good, like in all those pieces in translucent blue, but to have gotten some more, you know, actually, like, I don't even know how to do it. It's just, I don't know. It just felt weak to me. Like, looking at it, it's just a glob of gray bricks with, you know, some random blue elements like thrown around. Like, there's nothing like spectacular about the base. Now, this is actually kind of cool how it's built. It's on some like some of those little black squares that have the round circle stuff. I don't remember what it's called. It's those things right there, if you can kind of see it, with the little gray circle piece in the middle that spins. Obviously, it's made not to spin, but the way they did it to give it that angle was pretty cool. And this one's done the same way. This one does not spin at all either, but it is built on those little black and gray plates. Now, it does have a little bit of, if you're gonna, for whatever reason, if you're gonna turn it upside down, you can see it's flat there and it kind of moves out. But I don't see many people getting this to turn this part upside down for any reason. It is built with like some city road pieces, like, you know, some interesting little pieces here. And then of course you got like these like mountain pieces. I think they've used them in like Harry Potter sets, Lord of the Rings sets, like everything that needs a mountain, they use that piece. But all in all, an okay build. Just not that excited about the display stand. Like, it's just, I think it really did need some more of that translucent blue, and it would have made it a lot better. But moving on to the hammer, or onto Mjolnir, like, this thing is absolutely amazing looking. It is huge. Like, look at this thing. It is a like a monster. Like, here's a minifigure standing next to it. Here's the little build standing next to it. You can just see the scale of it. Like, I can't believe this is only 18 and like 13 with the base included. Like, just looks so much bigger than that. Now, getting into the hammer, you are going to have this little strap here. It's not big enough to like put your hand in or anything. It's just a little black, hit my light with the hammer. It's so tall. It's just a little black strap. I think I did this wrong, actually. I think it's supposed to be the soft leather on the outside and this rough one on the inside. But whatever, I'll fix that later. The handle itself, you can get some gappage if you push on it at a certain angle. As you can see, this one's still kind of down. And then if you just push them back down, it works really good to cover that up. In this like red, brown, and gray, it looks really good. The handle is really strong. Like, you can see I'm shaking this thing pretty good, and nothing is breaking. Like, you can do whatever you want. Slam it down on the table. That was probably loud and moved the camera, but you can slam it down on the table and it does not break. This thing is really good, strongly built, and that's kind of impressive to me when I was going through. And there's a lot of Technic down here, but not a lot of Technic up here. Like, I don't even remember if there was any Technic on this part. Like, I really don't remember. I don't think there was a lot of Technic on the inside of the actual head of the hammer. Now, coming up to the top here, if you kind of pop off these couple of snot blocks here, which I don't even think you really need to pop that one off to do what I'm going to show you. You can see on the inside it has those two little plates right there. Not really plates, but you know what I'm trying to say. Little studs right there. you can take your small build, and this is my first time actually doing this, so let's see how good it works. I broke off the Infinity Gauntlet. I can't get it in there, but it goes in there. It does, I promise. My hands just kind of feel like it's too big to really get it in there that great. Is that on? Yes, there it goes. So now you've got it in there. Now I've got to try to figure out how to get the Infinity Gauntlet back on. Turn the right way, I suppose. God, this is actually a really tight fit. But you've got your little vault there with the little secondary build on it. And if you pop these pieces back on, it should be hidden and out of the way. I don't know why you want to display it like this. Honestly, like, I think I will show you at the end how I display mine if I remember to. But to me, that's like, why would you want to hide that little build away when it's still a cool little build. On the top, if I get my dog hair, my dogs aren't even allowed up here and in our upstairs area, and somehow I still get their dog hair everywhere. But it does have this little round piece on top, like nothing too special about it. Helps it sit in the base. Pretty much, other than like a few studs showing, it's kind of studless all the way, you know, around, at least on the sides. On the bottom, you got some more of those studs. But all in all, a really, really cool build. And I flipped this around so many times that now I'm going to have to find which side I had the Volt on. And it's this one. But I'm going to show you how I choose to display it. If I can manage to get this out without, you know, destroying everything. It's a really tight, like, I don't know. I thought that was a little bit bigger. But you got my first time reaction to it as well, because I kind of going to refuse to put it in there. Like, I don't understand why you put it in there. It looks a lot better how I do it, and it kind of gives some more stuff to the display stand for this. Like, more, what's the word I want to use? More, not really depth, more, something just more on the display stand, other than, you know, just plopping the hammer down and calling it a day. But here's your display stand. Here's Mjolnir. You kind of just set it down there, and it sits there pretty good. It does have a little wobble to it, but, you know, what do you expect? It's not, like I said, it's not the best built stand I think I've ever seen. But I like to pop my little secondary build right there and put my Thor right here next to the display stand. And to me, that livens it up a little. It gives it a little bit more, whoops. It gives it a little bit more than what you had before. So, I don't know. That's just how I like to do it. Like, I'm sure some people like putting it on the inside. Some people don't. Like, it really just, you know, it's kind of all up to you, I guess, and how you want to do it. But that's how I like to do mine. I like to display the little armory thing, you know, Odin's Volt build down here next to the sign. I think it gives a little bit more to the display stand. Like, it's not just, oh, that's a bunch of gray blocks and that's a bunch of bright blue see-through pieces. It's like, oh, cool, that's, you know, the Tesseract, that's the Infinity Gauntlet, and that's the Eternal Flame with your little Thor minifigure. Like, that's pretty cool. So I like doing it like that, compared to how, you know, they kind of show you on the box. But anyway, guys, I'm going to call that quits. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button. Got some more stuff coming up in the upcoming days here, so hopefully you'll subscribe so you can see those videos as well. But if you do like the video, consider subscribing. It would really help my channel out a lot. I feel like I've grown pretty decently over the last, you know, month. Like, I think I've only been doing this a month now. Maybe a month and a couple weeks, or about a week. and I've grown substantially, and it would really mean a lot if y'all like these videos, if you keep coming back to check out all the other ones I've got to put out. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna get off of here, and I will see you on the next one.